I've never referred to you by your name, so I'm not gonna start now. But this is to you, the one that tore our worlds apart, and that is to me, anything but a human being. You're a monster.
The children of Sheriff's Deputy Mark Burbridge spoke directly to the man who killed their father. Wesley Correa-Carmenaty admitted in open court that he murdered the deputy on May 1st in a jail escape.
Later this afternoon, the county attorney showed dramatic video of how the killer first shanked the deputy, then shot him and his partner. 3 News Now reporter Megan Hahn will have those details, but first, reporter Megan Stewart begins our live team coverage tonight in Pottawattamie County. Megan?
Craig and Jen, emotions were running high in the courtroom today as the killer of Deputy Mark Burbridge pleaded guilty to first-degree murder and 11 other charges stemming from his escape from jail back in May.
You got lucky my dad didn't grab his gun first and put the bullet in you.
The brave children of the late Deputy Mark Burbridge spoke in court today for the guilty plea and sentencing hearing of his killer, Wesley Correa-Carmenaty.
It'll be the judgment and sentence of the court that the defendant be sentenced to life imprisonment.
Throughout the hearing, Correa-Carmenaty sat slouched as he pleaded guilty to a dozen charges related to his deadly escape from the Pottawattamie County Jail in May.
This man left 3 kids without a father, 1 woman without a son, 1 woman without a husband, and 3 of the nicest people on this earth without a brother. My dad was the best man on this earth to me.
Correa-Carmenaty's court-appointed translator tasked with explaining the emotional testimony to the defendant and translating his testimony to Burbridge's children.
A lo mejor no me creen cuando yo digo que en realidad no quise matarlo.
Perhaps they won't believe me when I say that in reality I didn't want to kill him.
Really? No.
Really, I didn't. Sometimes you think that a defendant will be this very violent human being or something. I never saw a display of that. I found him being very intelligent, and I often wonder, at 24, what went so grown that at 24 you are sitting there?
Correa-Carmenaty will now spend the rest of his life in prison, while the family of Deputy Mark Burbridge works to rebuild their own.
I've never referred to you by your name, so I'm not gonna start now. But this is to you, the one that tore our worlds apart.
In addition to that first-degree murder plea, Correa-Carmenaty also pleaded guilty to attempted murder, kidnapping, and many others. He will serve life in prison, and then in addition to that, about 100 or so years in prison with that previous conviction added in. The judge says this essentially assures he will never walk again as a free man. Reporting live here in Council Bluffs, Megan Stewart, 3 News Now.
Late this afternoon, in a news conference you saw live on 3 News Now, the county attorney released video from the jail of when Carmenaty overpowered and shot the 2 deputies. 3 News Now reporter Megan Hahn continues our live team coverage from Council Bluffs. Megan.
And an afternoon of emotional and tense moments for county prosecutors as they showcase the evidence that would have been brought before a jury if Wesley Correa-Carmenaty stood trial. Video evidence beginning at the Pottawattamie County Jail. The evidence collected came together for prosecutors in what they call an open and shut case. Surveillance video from the transport area at the Pottawattamie County Jail shows Correa-Carmenaty exiting the transport van without his handcuffs. Officials say he got a handcuff key from another inmate, which he used to escape his cuffs. They say he was armed with 2 shanks, 1 in each fist, attacking Deputy Burbridge, eventually shooting him in the head and shooting Deputy Pat Morgan before stealing the jail van to escape. Traffic cams picked up Correa-Carmenaty's movements as he stopped and shot Jerry Bretan as he drove by the jail and then later carjacked Amy Kanger. Then Omaha police dash cam video shows Carmenaty fleeing police at high speeds throughout Omaha before crashing and surrendering. Pottawattamie County Attorney Matt Wilbur says reliving that morning through the video has been difficult, adding he's grateful that Correa-Carmenaty will never take another breath as a free man.
The first 50 times you watch that video, and frankly, I mean, I've obviously seen it without the blurs, and should we have played it in court, it'd have been a different situation, and it's not easy to watch. I mean, it's pretty gory, it's pretty graphic, it's pretty powerful. So
The debriefing evidence included snippets from Correa-Carmenaty's confession and images of graffiti Carmenaty had drawn on his jail cell wall, including inscriptions that said "cop killer" and the phrase "killed 5 men." Coming up at 6, we'll take a closer look at some of the evidence presented today by county officials. Reporting live from Council Bluffs, I'm Megan Hahn, 3 News Now.
And one other question answered today. Carmenaty was able to get the deputies' guns out of a compartment in the van where deputies had placed them during the transport. You